Kenyan people working for Indian companies don't quit despite being paid low salary. It's a reality. The Indian companies dominate things like manufacturing, retail, and even the automotive. And they are known for paying very low salaries to their workers. But despite all this, still you'll find Mutiso and some Kinuthia working for these companies for decades, for even 30 years until they retire, and they are normally broke. So why is it happening? Okay, so in this video I'm gonna be giving you the reasons, what I think, what I have tried to gather, yeah, concerning this working environment. And of course, if it's your first time coming across my channel, please subscribe, like, and leave a sweet comment. Okay, so let's start. One is job security. Despite the low salaries, it is predictable that you'll get your salary every single month. Unlike the local companies where you can get a high pay, but the salary sometimes will delay, or they can sometimes even do downsizing without even a notice. So you got a job security. You're not scared that this company is gonna go under. They are known for being consistent. They stay for longer, and of course, you expect you're gonna be paid. That's one reason. At least knowing that you're gonna be paid, people gonna stick around, even if it's a little money. Yeah, that's one reason. There's a fear of the unknown. Yeah, someone just deciding to quit a job to go and look for another job, and at least here you were guaranteed that you were getting something, and now jumping to the unknown, going to start all over again. Kenyans are kind of scared, and they would rather stick where they are kind of mistreated, or work. They're given a lot of work. Sometimes the environment is not that conducive. They would rather stick there than jumping to another ship that they really don't know what is gonna come. A strict and structured work culture. Indians companies, they work like a clock, like it's a cycle. When you get to this to work, like you get there very early in the morning, and then you leave late. You are worked through the system that you don't even have time, so you find yourself not even thinking in a way that you can be able to research and find whether there are other companies where you can be able to work. So sometimes you are unatumika kama, how do you call it, yeah. So sometimes you really just have to stick there, and they limit you from even thinking outside the box. Oh, and this is a good one, is that training and exposure. Most of the Indian bosses, they will train their employees on the efficiency, accountability, and of course they ensure that you can be able to provide good customer service. So that training will make someone to stick, because at least you're learning something that you can employ somewhere. You can probably, when you start your business, the work ethics that you've been able to gather in your Indian employer is very instrumental if you become an entrepreneur, you start your own business. Yeah, so that learning is very important and will make people to stick despite the low pay. So you get the low payment, but you gain on the the knowledge. You gain the knowledge on how to do your business and make it succeed. Because if you can be able to employ the kind of knowledge you get from your Indian boss, you can really grow your as a person, as an entrepreneur. Because most of the Indian businesses, you never see them going under. They kind of continue thriving, and they are family business. So if the same thing we replicate it in our African business, we're gonna go far, not far. Is a cultural tolerance and adaptation. It's true, it's reality that the work environment in an Indian company is strict and sometimes very harsh. But over time, Kenyans kind of develop that tolerance, and although they adapt to the kind of environment that they're working in, and they, kind of feel like they are part of the organization, because you know this, as I said, that most of these companies are family owned. So when you kind of get used to the environment, you kind of feel like you're part of the family, you're part of the group. So Kenyans adapt and they carry on, despite the low pay. They will still, wake up every day, go to work, go back to their families. Yeah, and that's how things have been. But you guys, tell me what you think about this situation. Is it true that these are the reasons that make people stick in these companies despite the low pay? Because reality is, you find that Mutiso being paid 15,000 per month, 20,000 per month. This is a very little amount of money, and that's why you find that these guys, when they pay you this kind of money, they are only paying you an amount that is sufficient to keep you waking up every single day and going back, but they won't pay you enough money to make you independent. Okay, so that's my thought. Yeah, I just thought of talking about this, and probably if you have any experience about it, you can share in the comment section. This is Turning Point Africa. We talk about everything and anything that relates to lifestyle, you know and politics, of course. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, like, and leave a sweet comment. See you on the next one. Bye.